Hey Harden, welcome back to the basement, your one-stop shop for math learning during the coronavirus break. Um, Hopefully you saw the first video on solving systems equations by elimination. This is a follow-up video to that. But before, let's get into our sponsors again. Nike. The only place you should buy shoes from. Again, Nike isn't an official sponsor, but it'd be pretty sweet if they were. Breaking into the collection today is the Air Jordan 11 in the UNC colorway. Pretty sweet shoe. Again, never worn it, probably never will, but it's pretty cool to have. So let's put those back there and not get any marker on them. Okay, so again, back to the problem, solving systems of equations by elimination. So if we look at the equation we have here, again, we talked about this in the last video, we're looking to have the same coefficient, but with opposite signs. And in this problem right here, 3 doesn't go into 5, 4 doesn't go into 9. Neither one of these lines up really easily. So we can pick either variable to get rid of. Nothing just speaks directly to me, but I'm looking to be able to turn the coefficients of the same variable into the same exact coefficient with opposite signs. So let me show you what I mean by that. I think I'm going to go with trying to get rid of x. So in order to cancel out the x, I need to figure out what number 3 and 5 both go into that I could make, so I can make them the exact same coefficient for both x terms. So the smallest number that I can do that with is 15. So I need one of them to be positive 15x, and I need the other to be negative 15x. This is how I would start the problem, know exactly what I want to cancel and how I'm going to cancel, and then do the rest from there. So if I'm trying to get them to be 15, I want this first one to be positive 15, I need to multiply this by 3. Okay, so I know that 15 plus negative 15x is going to cancel. At that point, I know that I'm able to cancel x. I know that 5 and 3 both go into 15. Now it's just a matter of multiplying each equation so that I can figure out what the rest of the coefficients are. So 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is positive 12y. And 3 times negative 30 is negative 90. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out how do I get negative 15 from 3, and that's by multiplying by negative 5. So in the previous video, we only had to multiply one equation. Now we're going to have to multiply both. Again, negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Negative 5 times negative 9 is a positive 45y. And then negative 5 times negative 18 is a positive 90. Yeah. Again, use your calculator to make sure so you don't make any mistakes with your calculations. Again, there's so much work to do here. It really stink to do something wrong because of a calculation and then have to go back and try to figure out where it is. So now I know that I can cancel out my negative 15x, and I'm going to add these together, so that gives me 57y equals negative 90 plus 90 is 0. Okay? And now I need to get y by itself, because again, when I'm solving a system of equations, I'm trying to figure out where these two lines intersect. Okay? And so I need to find the y and the x coordinate. So at this point I'm finding the y. I know that this is saying 57 times y equals 0, so I gotta figure out what number times 57 gives me 0. I think we all know what number that is, but just to work out the problem, we have to do the inverse operation of multiplying, which is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 57. 57 divided by 57 is 1, so I have y equals 0. So I know one of my coordinate points, one part of my coordinate point is 0. So I can write that over here. Blank, comma, 0. Okay. Now all I need to do is plug that 0 back into any one of these equations. So I can go into the first one, the second one, the third one, or the fourth one. Given that I had to multiply both these and make them bigger, I'm probably not going to plug anything into those ones. I'm going to go back to the original ones. I like to pick the ones with the smallest coefficients. It just means less multiplying, less opportunity for mistake. But it really doesn't matter what you plug into. So I'm going to take this 0, I'm going to plug it back into the top one for y. So I'm going to have 5x plus 4 times 0 equals negative 30. Okay, so again, all I did was take this 0 right here and plug it back into the equation. If y is equal to 0, then I can replace y with 0 in the equation, and it should work out. So I have 5x plus 0 equals negative 30, because 4 times 0 is 0. I don't have to get rid of that 0, so I can rewrite it as just 5x equals negative 30. And again, solve a one-step equation here. I need to get x by itself. So I need to isolate this x variable here. 5 times some number equals negative 30. In order to undo the multiplication there, I need to divide. So the inverse operation would be division. I divide both sides by 5. X equals negative 6. Hopefully you can see that over the shoes. We'll just move those. Okay, so now I'll plug my point up here. And I get negative 6 comma 0. So that's my corner point. That's where those two lines intersect. So if you're trying to work on eliminating and knowing how to eliminate, I would go to my first video just to see what it looks like to just get the coefficients to be the same and the signs to be opposite. And if you're getting into problems where you need to multiply both equations, this is where we go. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Hopefully we'll have another video with a new pair of shoes coming up pretty soon. Enjoy your break. Ensure to keep social distancing. Don't intersect like these lines. Give yourself some space. See you guys later.